Howdy folks, it's me, effing controller, playing Betrayal at Krondor once again. And here we are by a chest, and we're not at the exact spot that I said that we would be. We're a ways west, or I guess west-northwest of Eggley. But you may recall that I ran into a chest that was slightly trapped, we'll say. And I would like to open it. So I'm going to try. I'm going to put on some scent of Serig. Ladies can't resist it. And we're going to crack this sucker open. And get killed. Fantastic. But we didn't get anybody killed, actually. Is anybody hurt? Oof. Gorath took it on the pooper. So did Locklear. And Owen is near death. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and save Scum. Because even though he didn't die, I mean, whatever. We're just going to press on. Because I don't want to mess with having to heal him that much. That's just going to take up a lot of your time and my time. So I think I'm trying to remember exactly where we were. I'm having a little bit of a hard time. I feel like we ended up we were not in Eggley, I don't think. I think that we got to this crossroads and then we were on our way. So I'm just going to pick things up here. Alright. That is about right, because that's the road we took to get to Hawk's Hollow. Although it is nighttime out. And we've got to go get some rations, I think. That would be the rational course of action. Thank you! Thank you. Be sure to tip your waitresses. Alright, let's see. I'm not seeing very much stuff. One thing I've decided, I obviously have taken a little hiatus between episodes, unless you're watching days or years or weeks or millennia from now. You won't notice a break, but for those of you who are watching this live-ish, you'll probably notice that, it's been a few weeks. But one thing I decided was that I'm not going to show every single bit of combat that I get into anymore, just because we've kind of broken down the formula. Now I'm going to see if I've been here. Is this the... I feel like I've been to this temple. This is not a temple, this is a barn, okay? Oh, goodness. Shows how much I know about farming and religion. Okay. This is Franklin Hurley. I feel like we've talked to him. Oh! Yes, okay. No, I remember the name, though. Good day to you, fine sirs, said the man at the door. My name is Franklin Hurley. How can I be of service to you? Locklear cleared his throat. We were told at the Temple of Sylvan that you might want to see us. You've spoken to the priestesses, he asked incredulously. I wished to speak with them of next year's crops, but 3 howling idiots wouldn't allow me to pass. You won't be having any more trouble with those 3, said Gorath. Franklin excitedly retreated into his house and returned a moment later with a patch of coins that he demanded they take as a reward. Locklear tried to turn the money down like an idiot, but the man insisted. They thanked him for his kindness and generosity, then they left. Well, fantastic. We got money for dealing with that, I can't remember exactly where they were. I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, let's keep on going, and Gorath stopped and stared off into the distance. After several seconds of contemplation, he turned and began to speak. And, this is, Gorath perceiving some kind of threat moment. So, I think we just press on. Good God! Oh, balls. So, Gorath is now stunned. That's not good. He's a number 1 stunner. We have to spare some eyes, though. Now, I'm going to show this fight here because I don't know if we haven't run into a meaningful sorcerer. I don't think. So, we're going to show this. Nice shot. I'm going to keep the sorcerer stunned if I can, and I'm going to stun you. Stabity. Ow. And stun the sorcerer. Using our tried and true formula. Ow. And stab. Oh, not stab. I'm either stabbing or blinding. There we go. And now I think I might blind you. Did I blind you already? Too bad. You're blind again. Now, Gorath I don't think is going to be able to move probably for the duration of this battle, so he's just going to chill out there. I'm going to cast it again. I don't want Owen to burn through all of his stamina. That's why I'm kind of soft-pedaling a little. Oh. Oh, really? That didn't work out so well. Get that guy off of Gorath's nuts. Oh! You don't say, a caster versus caster duel. Well, don't mind if I do. Nice. 3 whopping points of damage. Well done, Owen. Wow, he's quick. He's just like, pa-gang! Just all over it with that staff. Would really like somebody to get killed here other than somebody that is on my team. Now, I think this guy's about had it, but there you go. Owen's kind of fending for himself here. I feel like we should get this guy taken care of, though. Gorath's a big, tough boy. He's got big bones. Oh my goodness. Nice. Okay. Ka-cha! There you go. Alright, well, I'm going to have Owen just chill out there. And I'll have him chill out again. And maybe I'll have him cast Despair Thy Eyes. Why not? All the cool kids are despairing their eyes. Heal. Heal, boy. Heal. One more time. Excellent. Alrighty then. Well, Gorath did fuck all, but that's okay. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Thank you. Now, inventory space is an issue again, as it always is, so I'm just gonna take what I can. Who's my armorer? I can't even remember. Oh, we don't even have any hammers. That's right. Okay. Well, it doesn't really make a difference then. You know what? I might go through the inventories of these dudes and see if there's anything that I want. I don't really need any more whetstones. That one's about out, so I'm just going to use it. Just whet these here. See if there's any I can really use. I'll take that. Yeah, fine. I don't really want to lug bunch of armor and swords around anymore. Although I will take that because that's extremely valuable. And I'll take 10 of your corals. Okay, does he need any? No, he needs 6. We'll take 6 of those. I wonder if there's anything I can kind of trade. No, I want that though too. Okay, let's check the last body. That is Silverthorne, and it's adorable. It's very pretty. Oh, this is that poison though. We don't need it. I want to take another one of these. Okay, that'll do. I don't really want to deal with the armor right now, and that Silverthorne I have no practical use for. So here we go. Getting ever closer to Eggly. I almost feel like I've been there before for some reason. I don't remember if I off-screened something where I went there or what, but I feel like we've been there. Oh, you know what? I think I might have had a session that got fouled up in some way. It was a while ago, so I barely remember it. Anyways, Locklear disappeared. Thanks for playing. We're done. Okay, no. Turning, Owen found him on one knee, his hand wiping gently at something in the dirt. And I know that this says so much about my subliminal mind, but I thought it said, turning, Owen found him on one knee wiping. Okay, these tracks appear to be elven. I'd say a band of them passed through here not long ago. Strange, it appears they left Eggley, stopped for a while here, and then headed east towards the town again, as though they were looping back. That is very peculiar, sir. Your tracking skills are as keen as Aragorn, who you don't know because you're from a different fantasy universe. A hobbit lay here. Oh my god. This is getting out of hand. So the town should be coming up. Sally forth me if I'm wrong. Where are we? That looks towny. There's roads. Ah, there we go. Buildings. Commerce. Economics. Alright. Well, I want to go to a tavern. Because what time is it? Oh, it's fairly early in the day. Well, let's go to a house. It's not... Well, let's take a look. It's a private residence. No one has lived here in some time. Okay. Oh, I remember what's going on here, but I'm not going to spoil it. This one's also empty. Boy, the real estate market crisis sure hit this place hard. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen, or am I right? Okay, let's... This is a shop. It's abandoned. Let's try picking it. Okay, let's try one of these. Okay, let's try one of these. And one of these. Drat. Drat again. Okay, well that didn't work out so well. Well, there's some small change. Petit argent. Oh my. Let's go to the inn. This is a very peculiar little town, being as it is completely depopulated. Locklear sniffed. He had some cocaine under his nose, and he wanted to get every last crumb. Crumb? Really? Anyways, stepping just inside the tavern's doorway, he detected the faint but familiar scent of lye. I can smell your lies. You're sitting on a throne of lies. I dilly-dallied for too long, and we've lost the flavor text. Oh, right. Except for a battle-scarred mercenary who glanced up at them, the common room of the tavern was completely empty. What's common about it, then? Only the restless shuffle of feet on the boards over their heads indicated anyone else was in the building, including Elvis. Let's talk to this fellow. Locklear motioned to the figure across the room. The man walked over to join them. He stood before them, eyebrows arched inquisitively. Devon, what can I do for you today? I don't want to do a pirate voice. What should I... He looks kind of like Zach Galifianakis with an eye patch. I mean, I can't do a Galifianakis voice other than to just sound like I'm whining. Or just to yell at people. I'll do my homeless guy. What can I do for you today? I do believe this is the loneliest tavern I've ever visited. Where is everyone? Everyone is elsewhere, with the exception of Rake, myself, and a handful of boarders that have wandered in off the road. There have not been another soul in town since the festival. That just sounds terrible. I'm going to read it normally. Sure, I'm, like, peeking the mic and everything. Everyone? Why? What happened here? Come the 8th hour of last evening, a cloaked gentleman... It's pluralized, that's naughty... entered through that same door there and took a seat. He ordered a joint of beef, he lit it up, and he got fucking blazed. A loaf of bread and a mug of ale. I remembered these things because I had ordered the same. Not original. As soon as he had finished his meal, he went to the tavern keeper and tossed down 50 golden sovereigns, turned round, and was gone by the door. Before the first of those coins stopped there, spinning on the counter, the rest of the people in the tavern rushed out after him. The keeper didn't even latch the door. Some sort of deal? Nope. Some sort of damn local ritual. It seems I arrived in the middle of a ceremony that was called the Festival of the Stranger. Traditionally, the elders of the town would gather in the tavern and draw lots, and the one with the longest lot was dubbed the Stranger. Some lots are longer than others. On the first night of the festival, the stranger comes around and offers the members of the town fake sovereigns. They called them nymptos. He is a veritable nymphomaniac. And then the citizens of the town leave to sleep in the fields. Of course, I wasn't aware of what was going on. And they're supposed to stay in the fields? No. The next morning, the elected stranger is to circle the village 3 times while swinging a strand of hemp over his head. When he is done, he cuts the length of rope, sets it on the road to let people know that they can come back. Then they know that Killian is looking with good fortune on their township and that she won't strike their fields dead. If the strand is not placed, however, it means that she is displeased, and any citizen that attempts to return to town will be struck dead. Was the stranger killed by Killian? No, not Killian, but a man named the Collector. To whom he owed money and who didn't know about the town's tradition. It didn't matter to the citizens of Egley, though. They still chose to see it as a sign from Killian, and they haven't returned since. I think the place is cursed and won't return until the curse is lifted. They've relocated in Tanur, Hawks Hollow, and a few in Malek's Cross. They all believe they've done the right thing and have given me permission to do whatever I wanted here. Out of respect for them, I've decided to keep the old town name of Egley. It's a dumb name. I would change that right away. I don't know. It seems people would have to be pretty thick to believe all that. Would they? Would you have the nerve to spit on a shrine of Ishap? No, but I guess I could see your point. Everyone has their beliefs. Many people in these villages... Did I read that at all correctly? Many people in these villages at one time were farmers, and it is difficult for them to simply turn their backs on the goddess of nature. They require her blessing before they can go on to new lives. You should remember that before you judge something to be ignorant. Ooh, well, Devin, laying the law down. So, as my new job as bartender of this tavern, I suppose it's my duty to see if you need anything. Can I set you up? Okay, so Poker. Let's talk about that briefly, because I do remember that. Poker is poker, and unfortunately, you don't get to play it. It's just a completely random, not really completely random, you pretty much are guaranteed to lose money playing it. It just says, they go play poker, and you lose a lot of money. Great, fantastic. Let's ask about the festival. Which god did you say this festival of the stranger was in celebration of? Killian, right? Killian's Irish Red. The fertility goddess, bringer of the harvest, the earth mother... Oh, Sylvan. Pick a name. Oh, well, that may be another name, I guess. All mean the same thing. She's the wench to whom Ma and Pa Ugly pray to have little runt Ugly and enough wheat to eat through the winter. Can't say I have much use for her. Is there a temple of hers nearby, or straight west of Egley, the north of the crossroads? Big white building with the columns. Smells like a whore's bedchamber. Hard to miss. Lovely. We've been there. And I do remember it being somewhat pungent. Let's click on Poker. Now that I think of it, a man we know told us he lost at Poker to a Devon here in Egley. Would you be he? Depends on why you're asking now, doesn't it? If you're interested in playing a hand or two, then I might say I'm the same man. If, however, your friend decided to send round a few bravos to collect what I rightfully won from him, what's yours is yours as far as I'm concerned. I was just wondering how good a player you were. Isaac said you had an unusual talent for it. Isaac? Isaac said I had an unusual talent for it? Now, if that's not the pot calling the kettle black, I've never heard it at all. While we were playing, it was as if the scuff knew every thought I had in my head. Every time he would fold, he'd just look over at his elven friends with a big smile. Elven friends? Like Thorgath here? Oh, that's his nickname, that's right. They could have been brothers by the look of him. Yeah, he looked kind of like your friend, but he damn sure wasn't an elf. He was wearing the clothes of one of Delicon's moss troopers. Mordhell, no doubt about it. Now, okay, we're not going to ask him for a game. We're going to ask him about the Mordhell. Someone we ran into up the road told us they had seen a Mordhell near here. I don't suppose you've seen him, have you? Him? I've seen enough Mordhell to start a barrel ball city league. Basketball. Okay. Whole clump of them came by here a few weeks ago, heading south in packs of 2s and 3s down the road towards Tanur. Were they armed? Like the war god Tiths? Tiths. That is a cruel, cruel name. Tiths. You're either going to say tits or you're just going to butcher it like I did. I don't know. Tiths. Only chins. So everybody out there try to say that, and I guarantee you're going to tith it all up. Looked like they might be out to sign up as caravan guards, but who would hire them? Did you get a look at any of them? None of them came close enough to the stranger that I could get a look at them. I kind of fucked that up too. Now that I think of it, it's kind of peculiar. On the off occasions when Mordhale will crash through a town, they'll usually kick up some kind of ruckus with the locals to prove who's the toughest kid on the block. These just marched through town like they were in a parade review, like they were expecting someone to watch them come through. Interesting. Now, wait, let's have him repeat that. So they were coming through to Tanur, was it? I am not good at reading. Okay. So there's supposedly a bunch of them on the road to Tanur. I don't know if we're gonna run into too many of them. That's interesting news. We'll take it with a grain of salt because we don't know. I mean, it sounds like they're moving through the area very quickly, though. I don't know. We'll see. Buildings. With a whole town to yourself, I'm surprised you haven't opened up any of the other shops or houses. I'm leaving them be until I know what's eventually going to happen here. Never know when some folk is going to show up and want their property back, or want his property back. I don't want to be the idiot holding the bag. If most of the folks were smart, they probably locked their houses, and I'm not much of a lockpick. Know anyone who is? Wink, I am. He's actually I'm not very... Locklear's not very good, because he couldn't pick that frickin' shop lock. Strange character named Abuk. If you want to know how to, learn how to pick locks, consult a book. Thank you. All right. I ran across him when I was working for the Dauphiness Cassandra of Queg. Good God. We discovered him once when we boarded a Keshan vessel. Every time I read Keshan, or basically Kesh or anything, I think of Kesha, and it infuriates me. I should read this as Kesha. After he helped him open a few I can't even do it. After he helped open a few choice chests of mercantile... What was that about? Anyways, we chained him up in the belly of the ship so we could make a present of him to Cassandra, but when we talked in Palanque... All we found in the hold of the ship was a note saying he can be found in Silden if ever we needed his services. I've never hired anyone else for a lockpicking job since. Well, that's fantastic. Alright, that's great. I'm gonna go take a load off here. And we're looking to be in pretty good shape. No, I don't want to stay another night because I'm worried about our food situation at this point. So that was actually fairly cheap, though. Wasn't it? 3 sovereigns is retardedly cheap. So we're going to have to bear that in mind. Other than that, though, I think we're done in this stupid little town. Maybe there's some stuff here in the graveyard, I guess. I don't know. Bersha Amberton lost his wife, then took his life. Well, that's sad. Oh, gross. Okay, how about that? Fiend beneath the stone is trapped by dirt, not by death. Stay away. I ain't scared. Yeah, that's another one of those ones that's... Parker Biddle. Parker Biddle can lose. Dug his own grave. I would like to dig it up. Oh, how ironic. It has a shovel. Good one, game. Oh, I guess I could have taken more of that armor with me. I don't really care, though. Algan Trent wanted to be a prince. I wanted to be a duke. Dersham Pruitt. His end justified the means. I don't know what that means. Take that. I already dug that one up. There's a lovely lass found beside the road. Ew. Olive Amberton, rest easy, my darling. That's also pretty morbid. Barlow Flynn, may the death goddess treat him well. Drat. Melba Kane, outlived her kids. Jeez. Whoa! Oh no! What have I done? That's bad. Let's, wonder if we can blind a ghost. I should be more careful, I guess. And I don't know if we're going to be able to damage this thing, but... Hey. Gonna have him take a little bit of a rest there. Apparently you can blind a ghost. If you were ever wondering. Question... Oh, shit. Well, you can't really, I guess. I'm gonna try it again, though. Well, he's hitting it. I'm gonna keep plugging away at it with Despair Thy Eyes. Yeah, I think that it must get undespaired fairly quickly. We're gonna have to probably spend another night in that inn, too. Yeah, it looks like it just lasts for a turn. I really need to get Owen casting some more meaningful spells other than that, because at this point, he's not getting any experience off of casting this over and over again. So, I think the next group that I run into, I'm going to try to get him to cast Flame Cast a little bit. But this is pretty much in the bag, I think. Although it was surprising. I'm glad that the game actually has ghosts and stuff that attack you if you keep digging graves. I mean, it's kind of alluded to that there might be some punishment, perhaps. There it goes. Looks like we had a ghost of a chance after all. Do we get loot? It just transported us back to... You know what, maybe, that was the one that jacked us up, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Whoa, hello. She died in her lover's arms. How fitting. Arms. Okay, I'm gonna take that. No. Just... Morons. Idiots. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the inn and take a quick break, I think. Is this the inn? Yes. Rest. Alright, excellent. And I'm going to pause here and I'll pick things up on the outskirts of town.